In this video, you will learn about plugging in a computer and the power cable and see how to plug it in, where to plug it in, and some other notes. First, here is the computer that I have that has similarities to yours. So for power, we have to look at the back of the computer. Looking at the back, there are a few sockets for many connections. We have to look around and take note of where the power supply is, as this is where to connect power to the computer. It is near the top here on this computer. So here is the power cable, which for me is a US Type B, which will be a different plug and socket than the Kenyon Type G. This is still very similar to show and teach you about the cable. At the ends of the cable, there are two different male plug ends. One end is a rubber plug with three small rectangle holes. This plug end will fit into the monitor socket for power. At the other end of the cable, there is three metal prongs or bits sticking out. This plug end will fit into the outlet socket to get power from the outlet. Take note of the shape of the rubber power plug end, having a flat side and a shorter cut side, which should align and fit directly into the computer power socket. Take the plug and gently align and fit it into the socket and make sure the connection is correct and secure. Don't worry too much about getting this correctly the first try. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to make sure it's really the correct way to connect the plug in. With this one plug end connected to the computer, let's connect to the outlet socket now. Look for your outlet and note how the socket looks and compare it to how the plug end looks. This outlet kind of looks like a face, but remember I live in the USA, having US outlet sockets. The three metal prongs or bits sticking out should align and fit into the outlet socket. You should have a Kenyon Type G plug and socket. Similarly, there are three prongs or metal bits where you have to align and insert them correctly into the socket. Do a similar thing as before and make sure the plug is correct to fit and connect it to the socket in the outlet. Gently plug it in and get the connection correct. With both of the power cable plugs connected to both socket ends, our computer is now connected to power and can be turned on. That should be every component.